Hey there guys, Misty here from TheJollyFatElf and the Planning with the Elf, and welcome to my 2018 A5 planner setup. I'm so excited. Thanks to Heather, I was able to get this A5 Webster's Pages patent red that I talked about. I've wanted forever and ever, like even this summer when I saw it was even come out, I stalked their Facebook page and I've been wanting it, and I was finally able to get it. So a huge thanks to Heather for that assistance. I really appreciate it. So this thing is stuffed, and I am not one of those people that prides myself on having something stuffed. It's just stuffed. So I'm going to walk you through it. As you can see, the tabs hang over. I'm going to talk to you why, but can you just for a minute, how shiny is this? And the paper I used is absolutely perfect. So I haven't done much with my pockets because I was just in my Michael's A5 binder. Incidentally, this fit perfect in there. So on the inside, they have this Harlequin stitching, which is so pretty. And I just have a piece of paper to help protect from the rings. And then I've got I've got like a polar bear. I need to move him down a little bit. And then I've got some cardinals. And then this is from A Perfect Winter by Lori Whitlock in Echo Park. I have a piece of vellum. I haven't done a whole lot of decorating, but I did make my own dividers. Now, if you watched my Facebook Live last week, I used paper and cutouts, and my laminator was like, no, I don't want that today. So luckily I had bought the digital version of this kit because I was able to make my dividers that way. So I'm a little miffed that I wasted all that paper, but feel very blessed that like Echo Park had like everything for $1 or something stupid like that, and I was able to get the kit for hella cheap. So the very first thing is this piece of vellum, and I love this floral. And then next is a pull-out calendar. This is just a perpetual calendar, and you can see that I've started filling in some birth dates and dates, and I have some more that I need to do. Next is, this is the end of 2017, which I don't really need, but I wanted the 2018 calendar. Now, I've cut down my both of my plum paper planners. I had an hourly and I had a vertical MAE. And I waffled back and forth on what, I waffled back and forth on what inserts I wanted to use, if I wanted to use inserts. And then I decided, you know what? I love plum paper planner. I've always loved plum paper planner. I make stickers for it. So I wanted to go ahead and use that. Plus they were just sitting there and they were lonely, and I felt sorry for them. So I uncoiled, trimmed down, and punched both plum paper planners. And then I had a 8.5 by 11 inch purple trail planner. I don't know if you guys remember me getting that monthly planner. And I cut and trimmed that down. Then I made my own insert. So that's what's going on in this. So I have the 2018 calendar. Then I have a 2019 calendar that has the holidays on the back. And then this is my first divider. That floral is live, and I laminated it, so sorry. So basically this is where my planning is going to happen. I have January through December dividers in here, but I only have January through June as far as inserts. And you can see I did some backwards punching. That's okay. So I have January through June on the inserts, and then July through December, I just have months. That way I can do pre-planning. And those of you who've been with me forever know that I pre-plan by cutting down a notebook, like a notepad, and then I just use washi tape to put it in. So for first half of the year, I am using the vertical, and then I didn't realize that I didn't have enough to go through the entire year. So from July on, I'll be using the hourly, but either way, I love it. And you can see that I cut off the spiral, and then I trimmed off the bottom. So they're still a little too big than a normal A5 size, and you can see that here, this is a half letter size insert from So Much Crafting. And you can see that it's a little bit bigger, but I'm okay with that. I think next year I'm going to work on my own set of inserts, and I want to do where one half of it folds over. So we'll see. But I just went ahead and cut down the plum paper dividers as well. So this is going to be everything that's personal. It's actually going to be a little bit of everything. So, you know, for the month, it'll be bills, and then any appointments I have due, any appointments that my husband has, vacation time, those kinds of things. It's starting in January 1st. So I won't have a plan with me this week. I'm really not doing anything anyway. It's Christmas. My husband's on vacation. So that's really about it. But I will have a plan with me next week where I'm setting up the month of January. So at the beginning of each month, I have this insert from So Much Crafting. You can see that it ripped. I'm not a huge fan of her paper or the font, but I bought these a long time ago, and one of the great things was they're undated. So I do love that you have a place for important dates. There's a place for things that you need to do, and there's a place for this month's goal. I don't know if I will use these for that, because I may or may not recycle these dividers for next year's planner, or I'm hoping, my goal is to stick with this as long as I can. We'll see. So the next divider is cotton hidden, but again, I don't work outside of the home anymore, so it's not such a huge deal for me to have to pack this around. What I really wanted was something that was really cute and something that sparked my creativity and made me really want to get in this planner every day, and I think that's what I've done for January. So here is another divider. Cold, cozy nights, warm blankets, and hot cocoa. And it says Cocoa and Snuggles. So this is my editorial calendar section. And I just, like I said, I cut down that calendar from Purple Trail. And I love how big this calendar was. But again, everybody else is like, here's my planner lineup, and I'm using 18 planners, and I'm like, I cannot do that this year. I cannot. I need to be in one planner, one book. You're going to see a lot of what you think is probably redundant, but since I started taking a seizure medication this year, my memory is really, really poor. So I have to have it on my phone, and then I have to have it in the weekly, and I have to have it in the monthly so I can remember it. So you may see a little bit redundancy, but that's okay. So this editorial calendar is just that. So before I was doing one stamp set a week for my crafting videos, but I'm not going to do that any longer. I'm going to go ahead and mix it up. Plus I want to throw in some Project Life videos, when I'm going to do planner videos, when I'm going to do planning sticker releases, like when I'm going to have a party, when I'm going to plan like if I do Vlogmas or if I do Crafty Advent next year. So this will just give me an idea to sit down, get everything planned out, and ready to go for the next month. And it may be something that I plan in a few months in advance. Like I almost always do Vita. So this is April. I almost always do Vita, which is video every day in April. So I'll decide, by the middle of January if that's something I'm going to do and start pre-filming for that. So yeah, so this editorial calendar, again, is just what it says. So my next divider is for, oh, and here I screwed up. Backwards. And these dates are from 2017 because I didn't have enough. Because I bought that planner with a September 2016 start date, and it was a 2-year planner, so it ended August 2018. So these are 2017 dates, but which is fine because I have date dots, and all I have to do is change them. And of course, you see that I punched it wrong. That's okay. So this divider, this is all about my businesses. You guys know, if you follow me, I can no longer work outside the home because of a couple of disorders I've developed in the past year. So I'm really focusing on growing my Stampin' Up! Business, growing, my planner business, and growing my YouTube channels to help bring in some income, because honestly, we cannot afford to live on my husband's income by itself. So I have to make sure that I'm doing what I need to do to make sure that taxes are getting paid, that I'm putting money aside, you know, those kinds of things. So that's what this is about. I also want to make sure that, and I put these from Natalie Rebecca's, I want to make sure that I'm sending cards for birthdays for my downline or their anniversaries, like special events like on January 3rd, we're going to have a Stampin' Jamma party that I always do. And don't forget, you know, to post my hostess code. So those kinds of things. I also hope to sit down and do a monthly to-do list and a weekly to-do list. That is like a weekly routine, monthly routine that I can laminate and just click off as I go. Because again, the more stuff I have written down, the better. And initially, I thought about having a whole other calendar in this section, but I decided I didn't need to do that. What I've done is I bought the cells thing from Plum Paper, and I'm going to keep it for a few months, but I'm going to try to design my own because, like, I don't need the incentive stuff. I mean, I kind of want to. But what I loved is the monthly highlights. I love the monthly stats, so I can keep you know, oh my word, I feel like I'm talking too fast. Keep, you know, oh my, total of that. I do like the monthly goals, etc. So, I'm going to play with these, see if I like them, and I may, like I said, I may create my own. It hasn't been a priority yet for me to sit down and create anything, except for I'll show you in a minute. So I want to live with this planner probably until at least March, and then I'll decide if it is or it's not working for me. But if any section changes, it'll be this Etsy Stampin' Up. So the next one is my health. And so I created these new planner, new rings. I'm weak. I created these half letter size, and I just printed these on that cheap cardstock you can get from Walmart. I don't even remember what it's called, but I'll try to remember to link it. And I just made 6 days a week. And if those of you who follow me on the At Home with Misty channel, you know that I'm following a ketogenic way of eating, and I have been tracking my macros. So I am completely off insulin right now, but that can change depending on if I get sick, etc. So what I want to start doing is start keeping track of my number of macros, like did I eat, you know, how many carbs did I eat, how many grams of protein, how many grams of fat, and how that affects my fasting blood sugar and how that affects my blood sugars throughout the day. And then I want to keep track of if I've taken any insulin that day. It's kind of easy to go back through my meter and see, you know, what I'm doing as far as blood sugar, but it's really hard to remember if I've taken any insulin that day. And then at the bottom, I have a place for my fat, protein, and carb averages for the week, and then my day, week, and monthly averages for glucose, because my meter shares those with me. So I used a really, really nice font and really kind of customized these to me. And holy Toledo, Ohio, trying to figure out how to print front to back was a pain in the butt. I don't know how insert shops do that, because it took me forever. So I have like 40 weeks in here. I think you can see where I finally just gave up and started printing one on one page. And Rob's like, why do you want to print double pages? I was like, because I'm trying to save paper. But so yeah. And my final tab is this is my final section. This is my to-do list, notes, etc. Just a place where I can have some paper. These came out of my Plum Paper, and there may be enough to have like one for every month. So I don't know, but again, I just wanted a place to put it. And then I made this really cute divider that was working as a page lifter. And then I have a piece of vellum at the back. So this may be the quickest walkthrough I've ever done in my whole entire life. I will be changing out my decor and my dividers every single month. I'm so glad I got this planner for at least January and February. because yeah, I really, really love it. As far as pens, you guys have seen me use various different pens. And again, this is going to sit here on my desk. It's not going to go anywhere with me. Number one, I wouldn't be able to carry it because I have no strength in my arms anymore. So I couldn't carry this even if I wanted to. And like I said, I don't work outside the home, and if I go anywhere, I have Mr. Grundy and my phone with me. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed. Leave any questions that you may have down below. Thank you so much. I hope you have a fantastic Christmas Eve, a Merry Christmas tomorrow, and I'll see you on New Year's Eve as we set up for next year. All right, guys, bye for now.